Good morning, Facebook. What's going on, everybody? I'm here at the usual place, my favorite place lately, the park. I've been here for like every single day, pretty much, as I have the God's angels in the back shining upon me. I feel very blessed. I feel very blessed and grateful today. Hope you guys do too. So, here I am in the park, and there's obviously a lot of fear going on right now in these times. And my question to you is, are you going to let that fear stop you from getting what you want? Now, I would like to put this in the context of fitness and health, but it can really go for anything. So if you feel like there's this force holding you back, then listen on. Because you see, this imaginable force that's stopping you, you may be surprised by the answer, but it's actually you, right? You're stopping you. And it's so easy for us to shift the blame onto others and to really just think, oh, it's this other thing. This is why I can't get to my goal, right? Now, when we dive deep into the context of fitness and health, you'll start to see the overall picture of it. But go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you agree. Even just give me like a GIF down below, or give me like a thumbs up or something. If you agree with this message, and you're not gonna let fear stop you from moving forward anymore, give me that like, give me that GIF. Let's see who's really believing in this. Because the truth is, especially in these times now, it takes courage to really go after what you want. And I keep seeing this constantly in this time of quarantine when we're supposed to stay home, right? Now I know I'm at the park, arrest me for being here at the park, but the truth is I have a goal. My goal is to be in optimal health. I like to keep my blood pressure low since that's naturally high. I like to keep myself fit and healthy, and I like to go for a certain amount of steps every day, and that's my goal. And it's so easy, especially in times now, for me to say, oh, I can't, because I'm just gonna sit at home. And it's amazing to me how we can have these feelings of, oh, I'm just going to stay at home. But meanwhile, the other day, in fact, almost every single day since this quarantine, I look at fast food, Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and the line is the longest I've ever seen it during the day. Isn't that crazy? We can't go to the gym. We can't go to do things that we want. Most things are closed. Hey, Eric, hey, William, how you doing? Everything's closed off, which is totally understandable. I think everything should be closed off because we're trying to contain this virus that could potentially be very harmful. Cody, what's going on, man? It could be very harmful, this disease, right? But it's amazing how we can put our trust into all these like fast food places, into our Uber Eats drivers, into our food delivery services. It's like, okay, so we can't go exercise. We can't go and work to go and make money. But we can eat fast food. That's weird. You know that on a survey of food delivery drivers, that 65% said yes to the question of, have you ever taken food from a person that you're delivering? 65% said yes, meaning they reached their hand into your bag of food and they took some, right? But we can't go to the gym. We can't go to work. That's weird. It's weird how it works like that, right? It's pretty disgusting because it's 65% saying yes. You got to imagine that there's a percentage of people that they say no and they just lie, right? It's like, it's pretty weird to think about. Like if you ordered like some French fries or something, they reach their dirty ass hands into the French fry bag and they grab a couple. If you're a food delivery guy, and you have ever done that before, let me know, because that's pretty funny. I don't really blame you. Free food. I get it. Check out this view. Boom. That's the good thing about this, right? And nobody's here. Everybody's home. I get to enjoy it. Right? You get to enjoy your life, right? When I could have let fear stop me today. I could have said, nah, we're all isolated. I'll just stay in bed for and more time. Just stay home where it's warm. It's cold out right now. It's windy. but I'm not going to let it stop me because I have a goal. I have a goal of getting to a certain amount of steps. I have a goal of going live on Facebook here. I have a goal of being able to see nature because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm holy in my body, and that's important to me, right? So it comes and begs the question to you that you need to ask yourself, what's important to you? What's worth you stepping into those uncomfortable situations in order for you to grow, right? Hey, Stacy, how are you? I see this in the context of health and fitness all the time, how we can be afraid to go to the gym. We can be afraid to eat healthy. We can be afraid to give up our favorite foods, right? Because the truth is, and even though the health and fitness industry go around saying, oh, to lose weight, all you gotta do is diet and work out. Wrong. Can't really do it. Why? Well, firstly, do I really need to explain why dieting and working out doesn't work when 65% or more of America is considered to be overweight? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, right? But yet we are told to diet. We are told to work out. But what does that even mean? If we take in this day by day, nothing really happens. And we can really let our fear stop us from moving powerfully forward in the terms of especially like health and fitness. And I hope when you see this correlation to health and fitness, you can take this into other areas of your life, like your relationships, your career, or any creative endeavor that you have. Because there are 4 things that are important to us human beings, which is our health, our love, our career, and our creativity. With those 4 things, us being able to confidently step through to those barriers, we're able to achieve the happiest and most purposeful life that we can have, right? And most people, Stacy, thanks for sharing though, really appreciate it, and this goes back to another awesome concept where when we verbalize our struggles and we verbalize our desires, we can allow ourselves to move powerfully forward because we're acknowledging that our motivation is low. See, motivation is interesting, right? Because it comes and goes. It comes like in waves. In fact, if you know anything about anything, you'll know that most things in life, they come up and then they come down. A mountain is followed by a valley, right? So when our motivation peaks and we go, let's say for health and fitness, right? We go and diet, we go and work out consistently, but then all of a sudden next week we're like, I don't want to do it. Isn't that weird how that works? It's just human psychology, right? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. Even after 7 years of working out, I still experience that fear and hesitation. In fact, me just going for a walk in the park today, I was like, it's a little too cold. I might just start my work in the house earlier, nice and toasty, get my black coffee, nice and warm. But at the end of the day, what matters to me in the long run is being able to sacrifice some of that time now in order to achieve something greater in the future, right? Because what's the point of working out? Because here's the thing, right? Our brain is so interesting in how we receive these positive emotions, these positive feelings when we eat something like ice cream and pizza, right? But we get those same feelings from exercise. Well, let's consider what's easier, right? Oh, I keep freezing. Yeah, it's probably just the service. We're going to have to do the best that we can rock right now. So, I appreciate you letting me know. Hopefully as it processes, you'll be able to go back to this when it's recorded. So, we'll do the best we can for now. I'll keep going as if nothing stopped me. And in fact, I am freezing. It's cold out right now. But, like I said, we sacrifice some of that time now in order to achieve something better. If we're exercising and we're eating like pizza and ice cream and they give us the same 2 feelings, but here's the difference, right? 2 hours after you exercise, you're going to be feeling better. But 2 hours after you eat pizza and ice cream, you're going to feel terrible. And when we can switch our brain into this mindset of concentrating on sacrificing now for a better later, we're then able to powerfully move forward in those 4 endeavors that we talked about, which again is your health, your love, your career, and your creativity. When you accomplish those 4 things and you confidently can step into the fear of those things, you then can achieve what you want. So, all in all, the most important thing you got to know is to be okay when fear arises. Because when fear arises, it's actually our calling, right? When you're scared of something, you usually go and do it, right? And here's the thing. When we were kids, right? When we were teenagers and we were in high school, right? We had to go to school, right? Because of the outside perception forcing us there. Even though we didn't want to, even though there was some hesitation around it, we had to do it, right? And of course, we have to say to ourselves, yeah, we kind of did, right? Because we need to have a baseline of basic knowledge, and we need to have a basic foundation of our social skills, which comes from school, right? If we decided that our parents were just like, nah, don't go to school, just stay home, play video games, whatever, eat junk food, then it would just be ridiculous, right? Because then you would grow up and you would just be like a loser and you wouldn't even know why. But, of course, when we become adults after 18, 19, 20, 21, and our parents start stepping out of our lives more and more, then it becomes harder to make those decisions. When we can understand intellectually and we can parent ourselves, then we're able to continue to move forward. And the great thing about that is if we can do that thing, if we can continually step out of fear, consistently enough, it becomes habitual, right? So again, it's that practice of habit. If you drive to work for the first time ever you go to that job, you're going to have to concentrate a lot. You're going to have to take a lot of energy out. You need a GPS. You have to turn the music down. You have to look at the roads. Maybe you make a wrong turn, right? But eventually you get to your destination. The 100th time you drive to work, your music's blasting, you're dancing and singing while sipping on your coffee, and you're able to get there no problem even without a GPS, right? And it's the same thing for these other things in our life. You know, those 4 things that we talked about: health, love, career, and creativity. So when you continuously go through that, it becomes more habitual in that sense. So the idea here is to make it habitual, and once you can make it habitual, then you can move powerfully forward. Stacy, I'm going to shoot you a message because we can get you out of that funk 100%. And for anybody else that's watching this, if you feel like you are resonating with this, feel free to just leave a comment down or give me like one of those thumbs up or give me like a GIF or something, right? I want to see who's connected with this, who wants to step out of that fear and start actually getting towards your goals. Look at the hair, the wind. I feel like E.T. I haven't been able to get a haircut, so it's just going. I feel good though. I'm glad I'm here. I'm really proud to be here. But guys, hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Stacy, I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you drop that GIF below. I want to see what y'all favorites GIFs is. Have yourselves a fantastic Thursday.